Hello guys, welcome back. This is Lokesh Nathan T. Today's video is on the last assignment on structural and foundation analysis course of Skyfi Labs. Today's video is on foundation design of tall structure building by using SAFE software. This is the tall structure building and we are going to design a foundation for this tall structure building, and this is the plan view of the base of the structure. And for the foundation purpose, we are having a safe bearing capacity of soil as 300 kilonewton per meter square and allowable settlement as 1 centimeter, as you can see here. So this is a grid of 3 by 3. Each grid spacing as 6 meter by 6 meter in x and y direction. And this is the data which we get from ETAP software in the table section. These are the dimensions of the columns at the base of the structure. It has two different types of dimensions, that is 500 by 500 and 600 by 600. And the dead loads and live loads are acting on these columns. And these columns are made up of the materials M40 and HYST 500. As you can see, the other columns are here, C9 to C16. Now let's go to SAFE software and start designing the foundation for this tall structure building. Now click on File, click on New Model, set the design code as IS456-2000, click on Design Preferences, click on Minimum Cover Slabs, change this clear cover as 50 according to the code, set this preferred bar size as 20, then click on OK. Check whether the units is metric, or else go to modify and change it to metric. Now click on grid only. We are going to do the foundation of tall structure building with the mat foundation. So I'm going to place the spacing in x and y direction as 1 meter. So then the grid lines will be 19 and 19 each to cover 18 meters spacing. Click on OK. You can see the formation of grid lines over here. Now before going to design, now firstly we are going to define the materials which we require in order to make the foundation. Firstly go to define materials, click on add new material, make the material name as M40, click on the material type as concrete, change these values. These values we can get from the internet. 622.7, Poisson's ratio 0.2, coefficient of thermal expansion 0.000055, concrete Q compression strength is 40. Now click on OK. As you can see, the M40 material has been defined. Now click on add new material, make the material name as HYST 500, material type as rebar, click on OK. Now as you can see, now the two materials which we require has been defined. Now click on OK, go to define, slab properties, click on add new property, make the property name as mat footing, change the slab material to M40, change the type to mat, make the thickness as 500 mm. Now click on OK. As you can see, the mat footing slab property has been defined. Click on OK. Now go to define again, click on column properties. As you know, finish the mat footing. Now we are going to define the column properties. Click on add column property. So we just need two different type of columns of sizes 500 by 500 and 600 by 600. Click on material M40, change the dimensions to 500 by 500, click on OK. Another column as 600 by 600, change the material to M40, change the dimensions and click on OK. As you can see, two different type of columns has been defined. Now click on OK. Go to define soil subgrid properties, click on modify show property. We need this subgrade modulus value. Subgrade modulus we can get from the ratio of safe bearing capacity of soil to the allowable settlement. As you can see here, safe bearing capacity of soil is 300 kilonewton per meter square and allowable settlement is 1 centimeter. If we divide both of them, we are going to get 3 into 10 power 4 kilonewton per meter cube. Click on modify show property. Make this as 3 plus 0, 4 kilonewton per meter cube. Click on OK. Now go to define. Go to load patterns. Check whether the loads are dead and live. Click on OK. Go to define. Load cases. Check whether the load case type is linear static. Click on OK. Go to define. Click on load combinations. Click on add new combo. Make the scale factor as 1.5. Live 1.5. Select the design selection as strength ultimate. Click on OK. Click on add new combo. Make it dead. Scale factor as 1. Live. Scale factor as 1. Select the service initial, normal and long term as design selection. Click on OK. You can see the load combinations has been defined. Now click on OK. As you now finish defining of the materials, now let's just go to drawing of the footing and foundations. Click on draw slab or areas. Left click on that. Select the endpoints. Make a rotation. So you can see the mat foundation has been drawn. Now select this mat foundation area. You can see here at the left bottom corner 1 area and 4 edges selected. Click on edit. Click on edit areas, expand or shrink areas. Make the offset value as 2 meters, that is 2000 mm. Click on OK. You can see the foundation area has been increased. However, the columns should be coming over here. Now click on draw columns. Property below, columns as 500 by 500. Make it none. Why? Because columns are placed above the mat footing. So click on property above. Click on column 500 by 500. Height below as 0. Height above make it 3 meters. Now select the points where columns of size 500 by 500 should be placed. Click on escape. Make the property above into column 600 by 600. Now select the points which is the column of size 600 by 600. So placing of columns has been completed. Click the escape button. As you can see, the mat footing and columns has been drawn. Now let's just assign the footing as mat. Select the mat, select the area over here. You can see the selected portion over here in the left bottom corner as 1 area and 4 edges selected. Now click on assign, slab data, properties, mat footing, click on OK. You can see the mat footing has been assigned. Now click again on that. 180 and 4 edges are selected. Click on assign. Support data, soil properties. Click on soil 1, click OK. Soil is also been assigned to the structure. Now right click on that. You can see the assignment slab property as mat footing. Click OK. As we now finished assigning of the mat footing, we are going to draw the design steps. Click on draw. Go to draw design steps. This tab is going to appear. Click on strip layer as A. The width, for the width we are having the formula of design strip width formula as 0.25 L1 or L2, whichever is less. So 0.25 into length 18 meters, we are going to get 4.5 meters, but we are taking the values whichever is less. So for that reason I'm gonna make it 4. Draw all the horizontal lines. The strip layer as A. Right click. Now change the strip layer to B. Draw all the vertical lines. So we finished drawing the design strips. Right click on the mat footing. Change the rebar material to HYST 500. Click on OK. Click on OK. Do same for the design strips. Change the rebar material to HYST 500. So here everything, the column strips, I have made the rebar material as HYST 500. Now we are going to assign the dead load and live load onto the columns. Select the point. You can see at the left bottom corner one point is selected. Go to assign, load data, point loads, name it to as dead, gravity C1 1850 kilonewtons, and the dimension as 500 by 500. Firstly, assign the loads of dimensions 500 by 500. Click on OK. Go to select the previous selection. You can see the same point is selected. Go to assign, load data, point load, change it name to live, load to 797.6 kilonewton. Click on OK. As you can see, the live and dead load has been given to this C1 column. Now assign the loads for every column in the same manner. I just finished assigning the dead load and live load onto the columns. Now click on run analysis. Save the file. You can see the deformed shape, and these are the displacements over here. Now click on run analysis and design. Go to display, show punching shear design. You can see the values over here is more than 1. This ratio must be less than 1 in order to have good structure without failing. If it is more than 1, the structure fails easily. So in order to make it 1, we need to increase the thickness of the mat footing. Firstly, unlock the model, click on OK, go to define, slab properties, make it 800, click on OK, click on OK. Now click on run analysis and design. Now go to display, show punching shear design. Still we have values which are more than one. Unlock the model, go to slab properties, modifier show property, make this as 1200 mm, click on OK, click on OK. Now go to run analysis and design, go to display, show punching shear design. You can see all the values are below 1. Now go to set display option, click on extrude view, click OK, go to 3D view. You can see the 3D view of the foundation, the mat footing and the columns of the base of the tall structure building. Now go to XY plane, remove the extrude view, click OK. As you know, finish the analysis and design part of foundation design of tall structure building. Now we are going to see the other results. Go to display, show strip forces, click on apply. You can see the different values of the moments while placing the cursor on the diagram. Go to shear force, click on apply. You will get the shear force diagram. When the torsion, this is only of layer A. If you want layer B, click on layer B, click on apply. You can see in the layer B the torsion diagram. Now the movement diagram. Now go to display, click on show slab forces. You can change the load case or load combination, click on apply, click here moment maximum. You would get slab resultant moment maximum diagram. Shear max, click on apply, make this live, click on apply. So you will be getting different type of diagrams. Now go to display, slow slab design, click on impose minimum reinforcing, click on apply. You would be getting here top and bottom reinforcement intensities on the strips. Show crack widths, click on apply. So these are the crack widths formed due to the load applying. Click on close, go to run. Now after we finish the analysis and design procedure, now we are going to run detailing. Select all the options, click on OK. So here you can see the detailing of our structure. Go to drawing component views, click on slab views, click on rebar table. So you can see the rebar schedule table over here, which type of steel we are using, how many numbers of steel we are using, steel reinforcement bars we are using, length of them, everything will be given in this detailing option. This is the rebar plan of the foundation. You can see the reinforcement over here. You'll be getting every details from here. Here is the top rebar plan on the top of the foundation. The rebar is placed like this. If you can zoom, you can see the values them. You can see the sectional view of the foundation and the reinforcement profile. So this is it from the detailing part. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you like this video. Signing off, Lokesh Nathan T.